Chapter 65, first part of Don Quixote from Cervantes that treats about the Morisco Ricote, wherein is made known who the Knight of the White Moon was, likewise Don Gregorio's release, and other events. Don Antonio Marino followed the Knight of the White Moon, and a number of boys followed him too, and they pursued him, until they had him fairly housed in a hostel in the heart of the city. Don Antonio, eager to make his acquaintance, entered also. A squire came out to meet him and remove his armor, and he shut himself into a lower room, still attended by Don Antonio, whose bread would not bake until he had found out who he was. He of the White Moon, seeing then that the gentleman would not leave him, said, "I know very well, Sen, what you have come for. It is to find out who I am. And as there is no reason why I should conceal it from you, while my servant here is taking off my armor, I will tell you the true state of the case, without leaving out anything. You must know, Sen, that I am called the bachelor Samson Carrasco. I am of the same village as Don Quixote of La Mancha, whose craze and folly make all of us who know him feel pity for him, and I am one of those who have felt it most, and persuaded that his chance of recovery lay in quiet and keeping at home and in his own house, I hit upon a device for keeping him there. 3 months ago, therefore, I went out to meet him as a knight-errant, under the assumed name of the Knight of the Mirrors, intending to engage him in combat and overcome him without hurting him, making it the condition of our combat that the vanquished should be at the disposal of the victor. What I meant to demand of him, for I regarded him as vanquished already, was that he should return to his own village, and not leave it for a whole year, by which time he might be cured. But fate ordered it otherwise, for he vanquished me and unhorsed me, and so my plan failed. He went his way, and I came back conquered, covered with shame, and sorely bruised by my fall, which was a particularly dangerous one. But this did not quench my desire to meet him again and overcome him, as you have seen today. And as he is so scrupulous in his observance of the laws of knight-errantry, he will, no doubt, in order to keep his word, obey the injunction I have laid upon him. This, Sen, is how the matter stands, and I have nothing more to tell you. I implore of you not to betray me, or tell Don Quixote who I am, so that my honest endeavors may be successful, and that a man of excellent wits, were he only rid of the fooleries of chivalry, may get them back again." "O Senna," said Don Antonio, "may God forgive you the wrong you have done the whole world in trying to bring the most amusing madman in it back to his senses. Do you not see, Sen, that the gain by Don Quixote's sanity can never equal the enjoyment his crazes give? But my belief is that all the Senna bachelor's pains will be of no avail to bring a man so hopelessly cracked to his senses again. And if it were not uncharitable, I would say may Don Quixote never be cured, for by his recovery we lose not only his own drolleries, but his squire's syncopances too, any one of which is enough to turn melancholy itself into merriment. However, I'll hold my peace and say nothing to him, and we'll see whether I am right in my suspicion that Sen Carrasco's efforts will be fruitless." The bachelor replied that at all events the affair promised well, and he hoped for a happy result from it. And putting his services at Don Antonio's commands, he took his leave of him, and having had his armor packed at once upon a mule, he rode away from the city the same day on a horse. He rode to battle, and returned to his own country without meeting any adventure calling for record in this veracious history. Don Antonio reported to the Viceroy what Carrasco told him, and the Viceroy was not very well pleased to hear it, for with Don Quixote's retirement there was an end to the amusement of all who knew anything of his mad doings. 6 days did Don Quixote keep his bed, dejected, melancholy, moody and out of sorts, brooding over the unhappy event of his defeat. Sancho strove to comfort him, and among other things he said to him, "Hold up your head, Sen, and be of good cheer if you can, and give thanks to heaven that if you have had a tumble to the ground you have not come off with a broken rib. And, as you know that where they give they take, and that there are not always flitches where there are pegs, a fig for the doctor, for there's no need of him to cure this ailment. Let us go home, and give over going about in search of adventures in strange lands and places. Rightly looked at, it is I that am the greater loser, though it is your worship that has had the worse usage. With the government I gave up all wish to be a governor again, but I did not give up all longing to be a count. And that will never come to pass if your worship gives up becoming a king by renouncing the calling of chivalry. And so my hopes are going to turn into smoke. Peace, Sancho, said Don Quixote. Thou seest my suspension in retirement is not to exceed a year. I shall soon return to my honoured calling, and I shall not be at a loss for a kingdom to win and a county to bestow on thee. May God hear it and sin be death, said Sancho. I have always heard say that a good hope is better than a bad holding.